Hola amigos! Thanks for joining me. It's Brittany. I have another book to read you today. And this book I chose special for Earth Week. And it's called The Tiny Seed by Eric Carle. Maybe some of you remember this. We read it in our classroom a couple times. I also thought you'd enjoy this book because I know many of you are planting in your garden. So I was thinking, what books would you love to hear about that have to do with gardening and loving the earth? So this was another one I had thought of. Eric Carle, also one of my favorite authors. The Tiny Seed. Okay, it is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up it goes. It flies too high and the sun's rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. One seed drifts down onto the desert. It's hot and dry. And the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. Finally, the wind stops and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small, the bird doesn't even see it. Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seed settles down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for its lunch. But the tiny seed is so very still, and the mouse does not see it. Now it is spring, just like right now, friends. After a few months, the snow has melted. The birds fly by. It's really spring. The sun shines. Rain falls. The seed grows so round and full, they start to burst open a little bit. Now they are not seeds anymore. They are plants. First, their roots go down into the earth. Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow towards the sun and into the air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It's a big fat weed. And it takes all the sunlight and rain away from one of the small new plants. And that little plant dies. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! Oh, but there, finally, it begins to grow into a plant. Do you see it, the tiny one? The warm weather brings the children out to play. Oh, just like us, just like you all. They too have been waiting for the sun and the springtime. One child doesn't see the plants, and as he runs along, oh, he breaks one. Now that plant cannot grow. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast. But its neighbor, the neighboring plant, grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. Do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this little plant has 1, 2, 3. And look, a bud. And now a flower. What's happening? First there are footsteps, then a shadow looms over them, then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. A boy has picked the flower to give to its friend. Now it's summer. The tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on, and it doesn't stop. The sun shines on it, and the rain waters it. It is taller than the people, and it's taller than the trees. Wow. It's taller than the houses, and now a flower grows on it. Oh, the people come from near and far to see the tallest flower they have ever seen. It's a giant flower. All summer long, the birds and the bees and the butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Now, it's autumn again. The days grow shorter. The nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves. They sail over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind. But the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flower, and this time the seeds from the flower seed pod open up. Out comes many more tiny seeds that quickly fly far in with the wind. And then it will begin again, the cycle of the tiny seed. Thanks, Eric Carle. What a wonderful book. Look it, there's a picture of Eric Carle, the author. I remember reading his books when I was your age. So special. Thanks for joining me in this book gathering, friends. And I wonder what tiny seed you'll choose to plant. Will you plant one today? Or maybe for Earth Day? Well, friends, I'm so happy to read a book to you. I hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.